confession, prachita, but not really able to deliver them. But Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj said, but Vasudev Datta, he wants everyone to be delivered from this universe. What to speak? I mean, for us, we cannot even bear our own karma, right? What to speak of putting all the karma, all the sinful reaction of all the people upon my head or our head, you know. But here, Vasudeva, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was extremely touched by this request. He was moved. And you know what happened to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? When Mahaprabhu heard about this request, it is explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita that his voice choked, his hair stood on end, tears flowing from his eyes, and he was trembling also. This is what happened to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he heard about this request from Vasudeva Datta. He was extremely pleased. And then Mahaprabhu, on 3 occasions, he also mentioned. He said that, of course, first he said, definitely the Lord is going to accomplish your desire. The Lord is going to fulfill your desire. There is no need to suffer on the behalf of the people of this universe, because the Lord's only activity, Mahaprabhu said, he doesn't have any other activity. What is his activity? The Lord's activity is to fulfill the desires of his devotees. That's what Mahaprabhu said. The only activity he has to fulfill the desires of his devotees. No other activities. So he will do it. He don't need to suffer on their behalf. So this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Vasudeva Datta. And then Mahaprabhu said, Vasudeva, I am yours. My body belongs to Vasudeva. You can do whatever you want, because you have already purchased Krishna. Of course, Krishna's another name is Ajit. Ajit means unconquerable, cannot be conquered, yet he can be conquered through devotion, through bhakti. So he said, my body, 3 occasions Mahaprabhu said, I am yours, I am the man of Vasudeva Datta. 3 times he's saying, I'm taking the vow, I'm telling you the truth, that my body belongs to Vasudeva Datta. And he also mentioned, Vasudeva, you're just like my one wing. One side, bird has 2 wings. So you're just like my one wing. And if I get another wing, I can fly into the air. So this is the state, the qualities also of Vasudeva Datta. And Mahaprabhu also told him, this is not astonishing. This is not astonishing. Why? Because you are Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj ki? Prahlad Maharaj also had the same request, right? Nrsimhadev in his prayer. This is not astonishing, because you are Prahlad Maharaj. And what was the request of Prahlad Maharaj in his prayer? Prahlad Maharaj is saying that I'm seeing so many munis and sadhus. They go to the forest, they go to the Himalayas, and they're doing Maun Vrat, neglecting the cities and the town. They go to the Himalayas and perform Monvrat for their own salvation, neglecting the town and the cities, neglecting everybody. They want to go alone, salvation. But me, I want to go. I want to take all the people back to Godhead. That's what he said. I don't want to go alone. I want to go with the devotees, with the people. I want to take them back home, back to Godhead, everyone. But it is said that this is actually the mood of ISKCON devotees. Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj, delivering Prabhupada went to the west to deliver Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavari Pasatya Deisa Tarine. Tarine means to deliver the Western world, impersonalism. So this is in the story of Lord Shiva, who also was compassionate before drinking the poison. A very beautiful verse comes there, that great soul accepting voluntary suffering for the suffering of others. Tapyanti loka thapena sadavaha prasojanaha parama aradhanam taddi. This is the greatest worship. We just have another personality. I'm not going to speak on him, but just one point. Other devotees may be speaking. Sharanga Thakur, Mahaprabhu asked him to initiate devotees. He said, I don't want to initiate. But Mahaprabhu insisted. And then he started saying that, yes, I will initiate tomorrow. The first person I will see, I will initiate. But the first person he met next day was a dead body. He did not say whether alive or dead the day before, but he said that the first person I will meet, I will initiate. And then he already promised, but that was a dead body, and he just chanted mantra into his ear, and the dead body became back to life, alive. So this is deliverance. Initiation means delivery. When we take initiation, Devavati is saying, Devavati Mata is saying that Nehaya Dharma Karmaya Na Viragaya Kalpate Na Tirtha Pada Sevaya Jivanapi Mritahisa. He is saying that if the one action is somebody is performing action, and his action is not raising him to dharma, and if his dharma is doing dharma, dharma is not rising him to renunciation, and if one is doing renunciation, is not helping to do devotional service, although breathing, he is considered dead. Although breathing, he is dead. Jivanapi mritahisa. So we can see that according to that verse, 99% of the people in the world, they are breathing, but they are considered dead. What is that thing that is living dead? You know? What is a living dead? What is that? Something living but dead at the same time. Sannyasis? Now according to that verse, he is not doing devotional service. He is, although living, he is dead. Bhoot. Right? Bhoot. Bhutas, ghost. Is dead but still living, look like living. But that's what that verse is saying. Jivanape mrita. Jivan, although living, although breathing, but he is mrita, he is dead already. Like Prabhupada gives as an example, the blacksmiths to pump fire, blowing fire, they have this bellow pumping. But it's something which is look like breathing, but something which is dead. But initiation also means that. We were dead, right? So initiation means Gurudev is giving birth, rebirth, new birth. because we were not doing devotional service, so we were also dead, according to that verse, right? So these are the great soul, what they do, they accept voluntary suffering for the suffering of other people. And Parama Aradhanam Tadhi, and this is the greatest worship, right? The greatest worship. We understand what Vishnu, Shiva is saying, the greatest worship is the worship of Lord Vishnu, and higher than the worship of Lord Vishnu is the worship of his devotees. But here it is saying, the Goswami is saying, the highest worship is to accept voluntary suffering for the suffering of other people. So this is how also devotees, now here in Parikrama you have getting your battery of devotion charged, right? Charge your battery of devotion, you'll be different. The last day you'll see that you'll be different. Full of ecstasy, full of recharged battery, and full of anandam. So when you go back to your place, to your country, and you can also be fired up, preaching Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Vasudeva Data Ki, Sri Prabhupada Ki, Gaur Bhavanandi.
Hare Hare.
Okay, thank you, Maharaj. You should invite Maharaj and other devotees to come to your country. Keep your countries all fired up. Bring the sannyasis, bring the preachers, itinerant preachers, invite them to your place, and that helps to enliven the congregation. Not everybody can come out on parikrama, and so you invite us, the whole year we're traveling around looking for places to preach. So if you like, you can invite some of us to come there, come and meet your devotees and have some programs there to encourage the local people who are not able to come to Mayapur. Association is very important. And we don't just stay in Mayapur, our job is to give Mayapur to others. So we're going to hear now from Bhakti Ratnakara, Ambarish Ratnakar Maharaj.
Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Bhattade Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Prajayani Sheshanyavani Krishna Krishna Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. So we know from Bhaktivinoda Thakur that this Navadvip Parikrama has such a potency that can give Krishna Prema to the whole world. He is saying in his letter to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he is writing this. So we are very fortunate to participate in this wonderful event. We are visiting so many holy places related to the associates of Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda. We can offer our prayers in each place to these great personalities to get their mercy. We are chanting Kirtan, but prayers are very powerful, especially in these places, because our efforts are very limited. When we are making effort, it has an effect, but if we are making effort and we are offering prayers at the same time, we can get much more benefit. So we just passed this Janudvip, devotional mellow of Vandanam. So very important practice to offer prayers. And especially those who want to make a fast spiritual progress, they have to regularly offer prayers. We are offering prayers when we are coming for Mangalartik, we are offering prayers when we are coming for Guru Puja, and also we should pray at every step. Here in Navadvip there's Chintamani Dham, so we can easily get benefit if we are in this mood of prayer when we are traveling here. And also we should be always in the kirtan, because kirtan is the main activity of the followers of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya himself was always doing kirtan. When he was staying here in Navadvip, he was doing kirtan. When he went to Puri, he was doing kirtan. When he was traveling to South India, he was doing kirtan. So it's a great opportunity, because benefit of doing kirtan here in Navadvip Dham is 1,000 times more important than any other place, so we can get huge benefit by participating in the kirtan. And also we can distribute some books to local people. Devotees are very happy when they are sharing the mercy with others. And devotees are traveling all over the world and distributing books. My friend Yagya Gauranga Prabhu, he likes Arabic countries, especially he likes Morocco. Every year he is coming to Morocco to distribute books, and preaching there is completely forbidden, but yoga is allowed. So he is distributing Perfection of Yoga book in Arabic and in English also. And people are very happily buying books, and he asking every person to chant Hare Krishna, and he is taking the video. So every week he is sending a video of like 100 Arabic people chanting with him Hare Krishna and taking this perfection of yoga. But this year he decided to visit other countries also. From Morocco he went to Tunisia, and he found out that in this country also yoga is allowed, so he was distributing the perfection of yoga to everyone, and they were chanting Hare Krishna with him. Then he became more inspired and he went to Egypt, and he found out that people are also very favorable there, and they are buying this perfection of yoga very nicely. So devotees, by Krishna's grace, they can do miracles. They can go to the places where preaching is completely forbidden, and they can distribute books there. So it's a great opportunity to participate in this Sankirtan movement. So we can pray in these holy places that we also can become empowered for preaching, and we can share this mercy with the whole world. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj. Very inspiring to hear how preaching is going on in these countries in North Africa. We had no information about this before, so it's very nice to know that Russian lady? Oh, it's a man. Oh, okay. So a Russian man is taking the initiative to preach and to distribute Srila Prabhupada's books there in North Africa. What language are the books in? In Arabic and in English. So preaching is going on. We're trying to fulfill the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nagar Adigram, all over the world. There are still so many places to go. There are still so many countries we have not developed. So, join up. We need volunteers. So, next huh? Yep, Maharaj spoke about Janu Muni's ashram. The process was Vandanam. Here's Kavi Chandra Swami Maharaj going to give us some more information about Janu Dvip and Janu Muni.
Everybody tired? Everybody stand up a minute. Everybody stand up.
We are sleepy. Hands up.
Goes. Gauranga! All right. Very hard. Standing, walking is easy. Sitting down on it.
फिर से बैठना है
Janu Dvip is a very beautiful place. It's mentioned by when Nityananda came here with Srinivas. Janu was a great saint, a person meditating very sincerely here, meditating on Krishna. So the main thing we hear about it, Ganga is called Janavi. The reason she's Janavi is because when Bhagirath was leading the way with his chariot and Ganga was following him across India, they went past Janamuni's ashram, and one of his ashram cup or something fell into the water, and he got mad, and he drank up the Ganga. These are very powerful sages, like, who was it that drank the ocean? Agastya Muni. The demons were hiding under the water of the ocean and nobody could find them. They would come out at night and make trouble. So Agastya Muni drank the whole ocean. Then the demons they found him on the bottom. But he didn't drink it like we drink a coconut or something. It's like Shiva, that poison was spreading over the whole ocean, but he just concentrated it. Didn't take that. So he like we get rose oil or something, there's millions of roses. I get one little bottle of oil. So Janamuni, somehow he took the whole ocean, and then Bhagirata noticed that she wasn't following him anymore. So she came back and he had already done all this puja for Ganga to get her to come to the earth. And then she said, well, if I fall on the earth, it'll break the earth. You have to have... So he had to do more tapasya for Lord Shiva so that he could catch Ganga on his head. Then he had to worship Janamuni. And then according to this book, he cut his leg a little bit and Ganga flowed out. So now she's called the daughter of Janu. So because he's the father of Ganga, he's also the grandfather of Bhishmadev. So Bhishmadev, his mother Ganga, she took him to heavenly planets and he studied with Brihaspati. Then she brought him back and he studied Srimad Bhagavatam very thoroughly with Janamuni, his grandfather. So then he taught that to Yudhishthira later. So he'd had a dream about Krishna when he was here in Janadweep, and then when he was dying on the battlefield, he had another one, but then he dreamed of Gauranga. Janamuni also, in his intense meditation on Krishna, Krishna appeared, and then he also got Gauranga. Gauranga appeared. So it's not an ordinary place. We can't know exactly where anything is here. We used to say one tree on the road there, but now everything's wiped out. Everything's changed. So ISKCON bought that land, so we have a place in the island of Janadweep. And Janamuni is a great soul. And Bhishma, there's a Bhishma Tila. Do we know, we passed that, or anybody have any idea where that is? There was an ashram of Bhishma Dev somewhere in Janadweep when he was staying here. And he came to study Srimad Bhagavatam, which is what we're doing also, everywhere. All these places. So we can pray to Bhishma and to Janamuni. To study Srimad Bhagavatam. This is a basic instruction we get from everybody. Study Srimad Bhagavatam from devotees. So we have a Srila Prabhupada's purport, so we have all these saintly people who are studied and are dedicating their lives to teaching Srimad Bhagavatam. We have Ganga. Ganga is inconceivably merciful and powerful. And in Ganga in Mayapur is especially powerful. People will go all the way to Rishikesh or Ganga something. But in Mayapur is especially benedicted because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bathed every day in the Ganga here. So everything is right here. So that's all we can have about Janudweep and Janamuni. So we thank you all for coming. And we can pray, we do get the darshan of Lord Gauranga because he's manifested himself in the Archavigraha form all over the place. Almost every temple here is Gauranga. It's a special favor. We don't have to sit and meditate for millions of years to get it right away. We take advantage, take the holy Dham with you, and take the dust with you, and spread the dust everywhere you go. We just heard a little while ago, when we get back, then we'll suddenly realize the effect of all this walking and all this kata when we get back and start preaching back in all these other countries, which are dried up, terrible places with no Ganga, no kirtan. And Lord Chaitanya wants us to go everywhere, in every town and village. We will spread the holy name of Gauranga and the Mahamantra. Gauranga! All right? So many things here.
Guru Maharaj. Okay, we'll hear from Srila Jatpataka Swami Maharaj.